What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live Pin to Gas podcast on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I hope you guys have watched the MotoGP sprint race. If not, I'm not going to ruin it, but it was a great race. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to have my friend and the legend Alex Johansen back on the pod, baby. What is up?
What's up, Chris? How's it going, man?
Chilling, bro. Saturday,
Yes,
doing all
sir.
the adulting stuff like laundry and all that good stuff. So,
Yeah, fun time, fun time. I could get up mow the yard later. I'll tell you what.
I wish I could mow my lawn. I got my buddy doing it pretty much all summer. I can't use a weed eater, lawnmower, impact tools, or any of that for at least 4 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So yeah. So the good news is somebody else is gonna do it for me.
That's fair. You can just sit out there and point, be like, hey, you got to
I'm gonna
fix
sit
this.
out there with a cold one and be like, "Hey man, you missed a spot right there. Get that." Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Right.
A good buddy of mine down the street's gonna do it for me. So
That's nice.
absolutely. Well, dude, it's good to see you, Alex. Man, it's been a while.
Long time, long time. What was it, like in August? No, we had the baby, so it was in September.
Yeah, it was in September. So listen, there's been a lot going on since September till right now, right?
Yes, it's been busy.
You've had the first time I had you on, we talked about your proper mega journey in the two wheels,
Hmm.
and I always love the journey stories because we get to know you more personally about your journey. Everybody's
Right,
journey is a
right.
little bit different, but at the beginning, when you first get into it, you don't understand how it's going to take over and change your life the way that it has, right? And to where you
Entirely.
are now, it's absolutely amazing to see. So let's get into it, Alex, dude. I had you on, as we said, September. So from September, let's just talk about the last of 2024, man. How did it go for you?
Pretty good. So let's see. We talked after VIR, right before we had my daughter, and just before the Race of Champions with Azra down at Daytona. We went down the Thursday prior for the track day or the practice day. Super glad I did. I think I shaved. I mean, that was my first time being at Daytona. I think I shaved like 6 or some odd seconds off my time. Um, and going on the high banks, talking to Ryan Snooks and just trying to get as many coaching points as I could. And he's like, dude, it comes a point in time you get on the high banks, you just gotta say screw it and just go full throttle and start grabbing gears and tucking the bubble. I'm like, you know what? Whatever, dude. Let's do it. So I think it was like my third, fourth lap around. I'm like, this is absolutely insane. Trying to take in everything of watching the grandstands. Like, we're at freaking Daytona, dude. This is sick. And I'm like, okay, whatever. That high's out the window. It's time to go. And then yeah. I was out there with Ty Scott, Richie Escalante, Teague Hobbs. They were there. Holy smokes, are those guys fast? Just trying to watch them as far down the track as I could. Obviously, I'm not keeping up those guys. My first time being there, my first season, but just watching them and their lines coming down the high banks and the infield too. It helped out a lot. Um, but yeah, ended up coming in. I don't know. I think it was second and a third in my two classes. Locked up two amateur championships that weekend, so that's pretty legit. Ezra invited me get my white plate this season, so I'm running the expert class now, and it's awesome. It's a lot different than running the amateur classes, dude. Let me tell you, and it's exhilarating. My welcome to expert was turn one right off the launch. Man, we're literally sitting there rubbing bars with a guy on my left and a guy on my right. I'm like, oh, yeah,
Welcome to
it's
the
gonna be
club,
like
baby.
that. It's gonna be like that. Let's go. Sweet. Unfortunately, I did make a rookie mistake my debut of the expert race though, and I had a cooked rear tire, so I had zero rear traction, zero drive, and I'm just sitting there dancing that rear end all over. But it went good. My second race had some fresh rubber, battled with the dude for 2 laps, and I think I'd have to pull up the speed hive app, but I think after I got around him, I put like a 6 or 7 second gap on him. Um, and ran a recorded PB at CMP. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But yeah, got done with Daytona. And then in October or November, I went in for my second knee surgery. So I have very, very little meniscus left. I think they did a repair in my MCL. I have to look at the doctor's notes. I don't really care if they fix me. So, well, fixed me as best they
Right.
could, right?
Band-aid you up like they did with me.
Band-aided.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I can walk and maybe go for a light jog, but that's
About it.
about it.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really push it. I got a little one running around now, and I don't want to do anything too crazy to jeopardize, you know, playing with her in the front yard and not needing a knee replacement by the time I'm 35.
I
So
get it,
just enough to
man.
try to stay in shape or get in a little bit better shape and enjoy life, man.
What they say the recovery time is on that?
It wasn't bad. I know the best medicine is movement. So I think, what was it, October 30th or November 1st, I had the surgery and I was up and walking the next week or week and a half or so later. Was doing PT 3 times a week. And I think by February I was pretty solid. I didn't start jogging until March is when I went for my first jog. And I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. I'm sore. Like my muscles haven't been using forever, but you know, little unstable. But yeah, I'd probably say like 3 months was pretty solid recovery time.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It's I've had knee injuries and they I punctured mine when I was 11. I was on crutches my whole
Mm.
fourth grade year. I had to do physical therapy. It was horrible, man.
Hmm.
Um
Yeah.
but with my wrist, like I got as I said before we went, I can't weed eat, mow, any of that for like 4 months. They tell me I'll never be able to do a normal push up again because I won't have the movement in my wrist. I call
Hmm.
bullshit. Um, that's one of my goals. I'm gonna work. I want to get my full movement back in my wrist.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right now I can't really put any weight on it or any of that, yada yada yada. The swelling has gone down a lot, but it's still swollen. And it's the more I work it, because I'm constantly trying to flex it, move it, and bend it, and all that. As the temperature rises and the hotter it gets, the more swollen my shit gets. So I'm always walking around with an ice pack on my arm.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's recovery is the fun time, right? I start my
Yeah.
physical therapy on Monday, all that yada 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 yada. But anyway, enough
Hmm.
about all this bullshit we talking about, right? But I feel you on that, man. Recovery is very important. Just take it slow, take it easy.
Yeah.
As you said, you want to be healthy for as long as you can, running the fields, all that good stuff with your daughter, which is absolutely beautiful. And we got to meet her on the first podcast we had. And man, time's such a thief, bro.
Oh man, I tell you, she's almost 8 months old already. She's cutting her first tooth. She says "mama" and "dada." Like I tell you, we got like one of those little digital picture frames up on like our coffee table in the living room. It'll flash back and see little tiny like 1 2 month old little Charlotte. You're like, that was like last week. I swear we just took this picture like a week ago. It's like, no, that was 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Like, what
It's
is happening?
listen, mine's 12. He'll be 13 this year, 3 more years. Dude, he's gonna be driving. Are you kidding me, man? It's time's such a thief, bro. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that's why I tell everybody it's very important and enjoy every moment, especially with your
Hmm.
family, just in life
Yeah,
in general, right? It can all change in the blink of an eye. So enjoy it. And give it your all, not just half it. Like when your son wants to talk to you, your daughter wants to talk to you, put the phone down, look
yeah.
him in the eye, pay attention, all that good stuff. So yeah, man, absolutely. Time's a thief, bro. I can't, oh God,
If she's taking a nap right now, if she wakes up before we're done,
bring her in
I'll
here. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
give you a
Absolutely.
little update on how big she is now.
Listen,
Big
before
girl.
you know it, she's gonna be running. She's gonna be talking back. Next thing you know, you're gonna be buying PlayStation 5s and all this crap. And
Uh-huh.
this dude, yeah, and then she's gonna get a boyfriend. And bro, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen so
Mm.
quick. We're gonna have this conversation a couple years down the road, and you're gonna be like, bro, you were right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know it's coming, man. I'm not ready for it.
Nobody's ready for it, dude.
No.
Trust me. We try to be best prepared in our mind. We're like, yeah, okay, let me think in the future and this and that, but I don't want to think too
Hmm.
far ahead because I don't want him to grow up too quick, right?
Yeah, you
But
skip living in the moment when you look too far ahead.
you do, and same thing you said. I don't have one of those little picture frames. I got like 15,000 photos on my phone. Like my whole life is on my phone. So
Yeah,
and Facebook always pop up. Remember this memory, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh my
Hmm.
god, I miss my mini me being this small, where I can physically like put you down and go take a poop and not worry about you running around getting into shit. Right now,
Yeah.
my son skipped the whole crawling phase. Like I woke up one day and he was on the ground. He started crawling backwards. And I was like, okay, cool. Right. We're going to do the reverse thing first. So I get on the ground
Hmm.
with him, we're laughing. I'm crawling backwards. And I started crawling forward. So that day he started crawling forward. That next day he lifts himself on that table. He took his first step and that was it. The rest was history, bro.
No, don't be saying that because we're trying to get her to call right now, and she's like, she can move. She'll roll and roll and roll and roll across the floor, but she'll get up on her like her arms and knees, and she'll like flop to one side, stretch out, and like she does this like weird like snaking army crawl type thing. That's how she gets around. And then like in her little walker, she'll go backwards. So, oh man, if she skips the crawling and goes straight to walking, I mean she's almost 8 months old, so yeah,
That happened quick, man.
possible.
I wasn't expecting it. I was like, cool, we're in the crawling stage now. Now he's mobile. Now I gotta follow his ass everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And then yeah, like I said, dude, it was literally like the next day, dude. He got up on the table and he was holding himself up, walking around the table, and then he'd go from the table to the couch, and by mid
Mm-hmm.
afternoon, he was full blown freaking just doing the Frankenstein walk.
That's awesome.
It is. Yeah, man. I love my son so much. Alan Grayson, my man, what is up, bro? All the way from Brands Hatch, evening from Brands Hatch. Catch up with you two on Monday. Absolutely, mate. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah, so for everybody, BSB's getting ready to start. I'm pretty sure the first race weekend is next weekend, first weekend of May, if I'm not mistaken. So you guys can go to Bennett'sBritishSuperbikes.com, as I always say, and watch it for free. So enjoy one of the greatest shows on earth. It's my favorite production racing series in the
Mhm.
world. I say it all the time. So you guys stay tuned. There's been a lot of seat changes and movements going on there too as well. So let's fucking go, as I always say. Oh my God. So yeah, man, listen, you got your expert license, won a couple
Sure.
championships last year. Now we're in 2025. You've already got one race under your belt. Let's talk about
Hmm.
that. How'd that go?
Good, good. Like I said, my official debut was at Carolina Motorsports Park with Azra 3 weeks ago,
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
about
think.
3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Um, Went on in that first race. I was feeling really good with the bike setup that ready to ride, and I got done in the off season. I was feeling really good in warm up. Obviously, it's the first time I've sat on a bike since my knee surgery, so I was a little bit nervous about that. But I think after the first 5, 6 laps in Q1, I was like, okay, I'm feeling good. My joints are feeling good. I'm loosened up. I'm relaxed. Um, Q2 is when I started pushing the envelope a little bit. Obviously, it's first race of the year. I was there by myself. Well, not entirely by myself. Jordan Eubanks was there. He lives in about 3 hours north of me. I think he's up there by you somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then
he's over here in I think near Washington, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then a couple other my buddies that got bumped up to expert last season. John Green, he was there too. So we pitted next to each other in the paddock and helping each other out. But like, I don't want to push it too hard. Not having the wife there, anybody like honestly kind of like take care of me, in case anything happened. But man, after I started hanging around some of these, higher level white plate boys, I was like, maybe we'll push it a little bit harder, push it a little bit harder. Came back in from the warm-up session on Sunday morning because we ran out of time on Saturday for our race, so we pushed it to Sunday. Come back in from the warm-up session, I was like, all right, I should probably think about getting a new rear tire, but I'm trying to keep the cost as low as possible, and just hit as many races as I can. Well, that's where I messed up, man. Because running with these guys, like you need some rubber. You can't just limp it around and just try to carry mid corner speed. Like you got to pound it in, carry your speed, and get the hell out of Dodge out of the corners. So I take off turn one, got stuffed, got stuffed, pushed wide. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like that. Okay, cool. So I let him take a line in the right hander and then going in the left. I snuck up underneath. I'm like, here we go. This is gonna be it. And as I'm taking a drive out, um, I just lost traction, high sided, bucked me right up out of the saddle, up on the tank, and I was like, oh, okay, let's let's tone it back just a little bit. And then sure enough, another left, and then going through the carousel. I think it was 7, 8, and 9 at CMP. Um, just maintaining throttle the entire way, maintenance throttle. Almost lost the rear twice. And then coming out of it, I got bucked up again. I'm like, okay, this is about to be a long, long race. I started P6 on the grid, turn one got up to P2, and then by turn eight, I was already back to P4. I just tried to hold them off as best I could, use whatever racecraft I've earned over the years. And my debut race, I think it finished P7. So P6 to P7, I'll take it. I can't be going into my first expert race being like, oh, I'm getting the podium. I'm getting the podium. Like, there's some legit racers out there, dude. Like the Moto America athletes and everything else like that. They'll still club race. They still come. They run in our classes. So I'm like, I'm happy with mid pack. I'm not going to beat myself up. I told myself that this was going to be a year of learning and just getting experience and getting faster. So I'm like,
Absolutely.
okay, not beating myself up, but I got back to the paddock. I called the wife immediately. I'm like, I need some rubber. Threw some new ones on. I think it was after lunchtime is when my second race. That was heavyweight super bike was my second race. Go out there. I was P6 on the grid again. Got a great launch, tucked in right behind DJ Birch, 182 on the R6. Um, I honestly don't know what happened, but I got past. I dropped back to P4. And I was battling with Josh Pelkman. I think it's 502 on the R6 for like 2 or 3 laps. It was fun. It's nice riding with people that you can actually trust and know to hold their line and not make any. I'm not gonna say stupid mistakes, 'cause everybody makes mistakes, and it is what it is, right? But it was nice being able to trust the other rider around you and get really close and show them a wheel into a corner, back off, and just set up a pass row outside, inside, whatever. But Josh and I battled for a little while, got around Josh, and then something just clicked, man. I think I dropped second and a half, almost 2 seconds off my lap time. It was really dusty. There's a lot of pollen out there, so I mean, it was a little greasy, but uh, no, I was really just putting my head down. I was really hoping to try to keep DJ and those guys up front in view. But I mean, the other two, I couldn't. I don't remember what their names were, but they're fast. They're fast, fast. Honestly, the only
He
reason I
said
got
they're
on the
fast,
podium,
fast.
they're fast, fast. um, the only reason I got on the podium is two of them crashed out, so that sucks. They got up and walked away. I did see that, so uh, I mean, thank God they're all right and got up and walked away. I think it was just like a little low side and a pretty slow corner too. But yeah, so my second expert race, I got up on the podium on third, 6 or 7 second gap to P4. So man, I come into the paddock absolutely on cloud nine. I show up to work on Monday morning just grinning ear to ear, like
Yo, I love it. Yeah, right.
it was
It's
like, well, what's up with you, man? Why are you smiling all the time? Like I haven't seen you smile like that. I'm like, dude, I'm like high as a kite right now. I'm so stoked. And like even though I get talking about it, I still get excited, man. Like I just love riding. I love racing and being able to battle it out with some like really good races. It's such a good feeling, man.
it's there's no other feeling like it in the world. It's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. Well, congratulations, bro. I told you when we had this conversation last time, you was talking about getting your expert. I was like, bro, you got it, right? It's
Yeah, yeah.
you got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you can run. Now you're running,
Hmm.
right? Now comes the time where iron sharpens iron, and
Hmm.
it's the little steps that's going to make the biggest difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, good, man. And then all of a sudden, you talked about new sponsorships. Tell us who those are and how did those come about?
Yeah, this off season I really, really worked hard. I got with a bunch of other people, but hey, read like this little autobiography I typed up about my racing career. Tell me what you think. If there's any improvements I could do. I typed up like a professional resume and all this other type of stuff. Tried to combine as many pictures as I could throughout the season. Snip pick some of the best ones that showed off the bike and I'm obviously gonna pick some pictures to make me look a little bit faster than what it was. But yeah, obviously we got ready to ride with Ryan Snooks, dude. These guys, I don't even know if we can call it a sponsor anymore as much as like it's a family. It's a straight up family, dude. I love these guys to death, and through thick and thin, they've always been there. Um, well, hell, for example, so we had our baby girl, and Ryan hits me up. He said, "Hey, I got something for you at the shop. I need you to swing by and pick it up." I'm like, "Ooh, a little busy right now. I can swing by on like Tuesday or something, whatever, right?" So I swing by, and Mr. Ryan Snooks, if you're watching, thank you, dude. Like, we are still so appreciative of everything you guys do. Those little Strider bikes,
Hmm.
the ones you can, they don't have the pedals or whatever. They went and got a little Strider bike for Charlotte. So when she gets big enough, we can get her on that. That's like her intro to two wheels, dude. Like, that is so cool. I love that.
Love it, man. Yeah.
Um,
Dude, listen, Ron Snooks, RDR, everybody, they're absolutely amazing human beings, and it's an honor to call friends for sure. I always love
100%.
seeing them. Yeah, dude, they're amazing. I can't wait to see everybody next weekend. So let's go,
Yeah,
let's
right,
go.
right.
Yes,
Like the whole RTR crew, right?
everybody.
Everybody. They're like we all have the same mentality. We're all there for each other, and it's a family between everybody. And like Eubanks, I met him. We chatted online
Legend.
for every once in a while, but I met him for the first time at CMP. We hung out all weekend. I picked his brain. He raced Super Hooligans last season. He's racing Stock 1000 this season.
On
So
his R1.
Jan R1, yeah, yeah. Um, Getting over there, turning some wrenches on his bike in the paddock, and just picking his brain on, what he thinks of this line choice, or like, what do you feel about rear brake usage and when to use it versus when not to use it? Like, whatever you could possibly think of, we're just sitting there talking back and forth, and it was extremely helpful. Um, and then I'm sure, as you can see behind me, I got my new bison suit. I got it fitted and measured out. I tried it on for the first time yesterday. It came in on what is it, Saturday? So
Yeah.
Wednesday. I got it in on Wednesday. Um, Obviously that was after my first round, so I emailed everybody at Bison, and they allowed me to use my last year's suit at CMP. So I'm very grateful about that. But I couldn't help it. The second I pulled up the driveway and I seen that box on the door,
You
it's
was like,
like I had the
Christmas
baby. I was like,
time.
oh, perfect. It's time for you to eat. Give you to mom. Here's your bottle. Suit on. And I wore that. I wore it for like 2 hours. Like, oh, I got to break it in, which I do got to break it in.
It's funny you
It's
said that. I did the same exact thing. My wife, I was actually at Mid Ohio. My suit come up in the mail.
uh
My wife said, "I think your suit's here." I was like, "Yes, I can't wait to get home." As soon as I got home, threw it on, sat on the couch. My wife walks in the door. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "What you look like
yeah,
I'm doing, girl? I'm enjoying
right.
myself." Right? That's one of the most greatest feelings too, is getting a brand new suit, especially a custom
Hmm.
fitted suit. Everybody hears me say it, so now it's a good time to plug Bison, of course.
Yes,
Everybody needs to go to
yes.
bisontrack.com, sign up. It is 2025. Do yourself a favor, take that off the rack suit, make a purse, a backpack, give it to a loved one, get you a custom foot fitted suit, tailored measures specifically for you. It's a game changer. It really is. Um, Join the herd. I love Robert and
Hmm.
Tasha and Carter and Edith and what they do for our sports. Absolutely amazing. Yes, I am friends with a lot of people in the industry that make leather suits. You're not going to go wrong by ordering from any of them. But my recommendation, as you know, is bisontrack.com. People, let's go. It's 2025. It's not 1990 anymore. So let's
They got a
go. I
lot of
love
cool
it, man.
designs too. They got a lot of cool designs you can pick out,
And
or
you
just
can
design your own.
you can design it. That's what I did. I just to make it so easy. I think part of the intimidation comes with the whole design process
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
so much. It's overwhelming sometimes, right?
Hmm.
I kind of felt like that at first, and I was like, you know what? I want to keep it simple. You guys know my logo. You guys know
Hmm.
my colors. Have at it. And they sent me a couple designs, and I was like, yep, this is it right here. And it
Yeah.
was just pretty much that simple. I got measured by Robert at Road America last year.
Mm.
So yeah, man.
I
No,
think
no.
it was so nice to work with these guys too, because I literally just sent them a picture of my bike and like these colors, right? And I'm a huge sucker for old school, like the '90s, early 2000s motocross style, right? We know when Brian Deegan, the Metal Militia was coming up, and Pastrana being 17, 18 years old at the X Games, just being a
A
goon, right?
legend.
Yeah, absolute legend. The McGrath days and like with Jeff Emig and the big baggy jerseys and everything. So I hit him up and was talking to the designer. I'm like, listen, I love the '90s, early 2000s style. This is my bike. This is the color schemes, but I also love like the professionalism of like the M4 XR Suzuki team. How it's nice and sleek and everything else like that. I'm like, don't care what design. If you go more professional, if you want to go more towards the '90s, that's right? And then they came out with this bad there. I'm like, yep, love it.
That's what I
Fantastic.
say.
Let's get it out. Yeah.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Thank you so much. Right? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
Uh,
So bisontrack.com, people, what are you waiting for? As you're listening to this, you can use your phone and go online and get it started.
mhm.
Um, we got another good mate of mine in the house, Martin Adams, bro. What is up, dude? It's good to see you, man. I've had Martin on my podcast twice now. He is the owner of the Clothing Kings. You guys can go to clothingkings.co.uk and order all your Pendergast merch out there.
Nice.
So yeah, dude, Martin, what is up, my man? Excited for BSB getting ready to start. It's going to be an epic season. Glad that OMG is still in the paddock with Kyle Rod. Kyle's a legend, bro. He's the recurring champ. He's going to
Mm,
retain the number one plate, and yeah, man, let's go.
nice.
Renee
Nice.
Johansen, what is up, Renee? Thank you for watching. I've
Hey,
seen
that's
you.
mama.
I, she's been on here the whole time, by
Hey,
the
mom.
way. How you doing? It's good to have you back on. She said your new bison suit is awesome, Alex. It is. It's a beautiful thing. Absolutely. I chose mine. I got the water hump in mine, so I chose to have the water
Oh, yeah,
bags,
yeah,
have
yeah.
the hose. Um, something that I found that, especially the little younger I get in age, when I'm out there pushing it and give it my all, I require. Even though I drink water all the time, it's like I just got to stay hydrated all the time. It
Mhm.
just helps me, when
Yeah.
when when you get that dry, I just need that sip real quick, and yeah, let's go. So yeah, man, I love
Yeah.
my bison suit, dude. I still put it on, even though it's hard with my right, getting in with my right
Yeah.
wrist and all. But yeah, put it
Yeah.
on, just sit on the couch and fire up the PS5 and play some Ride Five. Let's go.
Right, right.
That's the type of nerd I am,
Man, I started getting into the SBK 22 on the PS5.
dude. I got it, dude. I got SBK 22, dude. That game is absolutely amazing.
I feel like the physics are a lot better than Ride 5, but I mean, obviously, Ride 5 are all the tracks that we got.
I can see that. It's just a different approach,
Yeah.
is all right.
Yeah.
So, if you get used to playing SBK 2022 and you frequently you jump on uh Rod 5 or MotoGP,
Hmm.
the physics are, yeah, of course you lean in the corner and all that, but the way it drops in the corner, the way when you first get on the gas, and
Hmm.
it's all a little bit different. It's like
Yeah.
riding different motorcycles, right? It's two wheels, a frame, and a swing arm, but it's completely different feel, different
Yeah.
style, the way you approach it. But they're a lot of fun, man. Man, it's hard. Ride 5 to me would be one of my favorite racing games, just because it's got all the tracks that we know and love, right? It's
Yeah.
not all made
Yeah.
up computer generated tracks. So, but
I mean,
yeah,
hell,
man,
let me learn. That helped me learn Daytona and VIR.
that's right.
Just get a
Yeah,
little better
VR.
understanding of how everything flows and stuff, and it helped out. I'm not gonna lie, it helped out.
I love video games. I don't get a chance to play them very often, but when I do,
Yeah.
I'd like to sit down and get it in for sure.
Hmm.
New house, brother, man. Congratulations, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. We're on a half acre. I don't have much to show for a yard right now because it's all sod and stuff, and it like ain't took root. But yeah, we just we closed on our house April 11th. We're still not even done moving in, but the first thing I had to get set up was my
It's
side in the garage
mandatory.
and everything else like that.
That's
That was the
mandatory.
first thing to come in the house.
Wife does washer and dryer and kitchen. I'll be out here in the garage with the motorbikes, babe.
Right, and I told her too. I'm like, listen, here's the deal. Whatever you want to do inside the house, that's on you. Garage, that's mine.
That's me. That's me.
I kind of feel like it got cut down to like a quarter of the garage is mine, but we're gonna work on getting a shed put up in our backyard, and either all of our storage stuff's going to move back there or I'm going to move back there depending upon, the size and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm stoked. Just
Yeah,
moved in. It's brand new construction in Maysville, North Carolina. It's nice. It's like a kind of like a retiree neighborhood. We have a couple active duty military people around here, but not too much. It's really quiet. There's a farm across the road. It's in the middle of the woods, and then it's just boom, houses. Okay, cool. So it's quiet. It's 10 minutes in any direction to the next town. So anything we need, it's not too far away, but it's far enough we're not getting all the traffic and stuff. So
I
loving it,
love it.
man. It's
Yeah,
like my
dude.
dream house too. So
Well, congratulations, man.
thank you. Thank you.
No better feeling, right, than getting
Yeah.
your own space, your own house, trying to take over the
Hmm.
whole house, wife bitching. No, you can't have that. No, you can't have that, dude. This is mine. You like you can't put all that here. That's why I got this is the spare bedroom in our house.
Hmm.
This is I got a 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath, single story ranch house. It's about like 1,900 square feet. But the master in both bedrooms, they're not very big. So the
Hmm.
master closet, my wife's clothes and all that's in the master. This room right here, the spare room is just it's all mine. This is me right here. This is all
Yep.
me,
Yep.
right? And then we got two separate TV rooms, right? So
Hmm.
in the other TV room, it's wall to wall, pretty much motorcycle, everything. In her room, it's her room, right, so to speak. And then we have a detached garage. I got a 30 by 30 detached garage.
Okay.
And the only thing in there is motorcycles. That's it. And bicycles. That's it. And my
Hmm.
unicycle. That's it. That's all that's in
Oh
there.
man.
Wall to ceilings.
Unicycle. Man, I haven't ridden a unicycle in years.
Bro, I
I
haven't
used to be
either.
really good at them.
I did too. I did too. I need to get back on it. It's been a long time. I think it's one of those things that, excuse me, it's like a bicycle. You never forget how to.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just it's just that using that core and that
Hmm.
balance, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Getting it in. So, uh, Renee Johansen says, "Can't wait to see you race at VIR. I can't wait neither. When are you going to VIR?
Oh, let's see. VIR, I believe it's June 14th and 15th. I think that's the date for Azra. Um, yeah, we're gonna try to get a bunch of our family down there and get them some hotels out on the track. Uh, stay out there for a few days and just full immersion into the track life scene. I know mom's itching to get back to one. She almost flew down for CMP. Like a ticket from Michigan down to Charlotte, North Carolina was like $1,200.
Holy shit!
I'm like, Mom, you're spending almost 2 grand
Yeah, forget that.
to fly down to watch a race. Like we'll we'll
Uh,
we'll postpone and come to a closer one. Come to Mid Ohio, come to Pitt, come to Jersey or VIR, and we can just make a little vacation out of it. Because when my wife and I go up to Mid Ohio, that's only 5 hours from mom and dad. So we're just gonna keep going and spend the week there and then come back.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, confirm the dates for me, man, because I'll meet you there. I'll come down there for the weekend too at VR, and we'll hang out.
hell yeah.
I'll bring
I
my
know
little
mom's
Mike.
probably excited to meet you too.
Yeah, well, it'd be an absolute honor to meet moms for sure. And mom, I'm a big hugger, so just expect a big old hug, right? So just forewarning, I like hugs.
She is too. She is
Uh,
too.
Angela says your in-laws will be there too. I know. I can't wait to meet
Yeah.
everybody. It's awesome, man. I love VR. You're gonna love it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous track. Another thing too, man. You had just started a new job, brother. Man, tell us all about it.
Hmm. Yeah. So I started working with task contracting, doing like hardscapes, retaining walls, and stuff like that. This is my first week with them. Um, running some smaller equipment like skid steers, mini excavators, and doing some labor and stacking bricks and stuff. And you know, my parents, the in-laws, my wife, everybody's like, "Oh, how you liking it? Like, are you okay doing this? Are you sure you're?" Da, da, da?" I'm like, "Listen, what little boy doesn't love playing and dreaming about playing in the dirt and getting paid for it?
Right?
You know what I'm talking about?
I
Like,
do.
my first word was mud. I raced motocross for 11 years. Like, I love the dirt. Like, let's do it, man. Give me a shovel and I'll go to town. But yeah, no, I'm loving it. It's going over pretty good. And yeah, the it's actually my brother-in-law's business that he started up. I don't even know how many years back. It's task contracting and Crystal Coast Marine Contracting. Um, down here in Swansboro, North Carolina. But if I understand correctly, we're all up and down the coast. So I'm excited to dive deeper into the business and, expand my knowledge of North Carolina and get out of Jacksonville, Maysville, Swansville a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited and super stoked to be working with them. Uh, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I know one thing how to do is just to work hard. So it's like I might not know what I'm doing, but you say dig, like, okay, cool, I'm gonna dig a hole right here and it's gonna
Until you
be a
tell me to
damn good
stop. They're like,
hole.
dude, I only meant a 2x2, a 2 foot by 2 foot hole. You done dug a
Well,
six by
now we
six.
got a 4x4 and it's gonna be
Right.
plenty of room to get whatever we need out of there, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, it's going good. I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm tired. I'm definitely tired. Going from, an office job in the Marine Corps to more manual labor and the blue collar side. I wouldn't trade it for the world though.
It's good for you. It's good
Oh
exercise.
yeah,
It's it's,
100%.
it's good to have your mindset, and when you start a project from
Hmm.
your the drawings to the finished complete,
Yeah.
like I did that. Like I helped do this, right? It's a beautiful thing.
Hmm.
Reese Brody is in the house. What is up, Reese, my man? Reese, I said
Yes,
Brees. I'm
sir.
sorry. He says Alex is the man, and if anybody needs graphics, hit up REB Graphics, some of the best in the business.
They're amazing.
Yep,
Absolutely fantastic. I love them, man.
absolutely. Well, I've been giving REB Graphics a shout on the podcast for a hot minute.
Mhm.
He's absolutely amazing what he does. Same thing
I got
with
them. I got them stitched up on the suit too, right there.
I love it.
Oh, uh-oh.
Uh
Looks like we
oh.
got a little visitor coming
Uh
out.
oh.
Oh, I gotta go get her.
Yeah, go get her. That's awesome.
Mhm. You wanna go say hi? Hmm? Wanna go say hi?
What is up? Look at her. I love the bow
I
tie.
know.
I love
You
it.
right? You right?
Hi, how you
Say hi.
doing? This is your second appearance
Yeah,
on your podcast.
I know. It's your second time.
You're a superstar already, girl.
TV star. Look at that.
That's it. I love it. I love the
My
outfit.
first my first racing season. Yes, ma'am. This one with the yep, there it is.
I love it. Look at that.
She's growing
Adorable.
like a weed though,
Bro,
right?
she's gotten so big.
Yeah, we were talking about you earlier. About you walking around soon, huh?
Dude, listen, before you know it, bro, she's going to be, again, we just said it crawling. And the next thing you know, she's going to be running and then talking back and yeah, just eating chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese and nothing else. And yeah, everything else that goes along with
Right.
it. So yeah, freaking awesome. Renee says, hi, baby girl. Reese Brody's listen, Reese, dude, you're absolutely welcome, man. I love to support all my friends in the industry, right? Also a big supporter of Chris from Drip and Wet and my buddy Gus Rodeo, obviously from GRG Graphics. I tell everybody I give REB, GRG, and Drip and Wet a shout out every podcast. You're not going to go wrong from ordering from any one of these. They're all absolutely amazing people. So yeah. Um, Reese says, dude, heck yeah, I'm going to have to catch up on these episodes. Thank you for all the support. It means more than you know. Dude, Reese, no problem, my friend. I love
Yes,
what you
sir. And
do.
thank you too, man.
Yeah, dude, Reese, you keep being you, brother. Can't wait to have a chat soon.
Hmm.
Eddie K, what is up? Ready for the Strider? Yes, yes. We just talked
Absolutely.
about that. Yeah.
Yep.
So funny you said that because my son, when my wife was pregnant, I got him a TTR 50. And then
Mhm.
for his first, he was born in November. So Christmas a month later, yeah, I bought him a KTM Strider. So he grew up riding those. And then, yeah, had a couple dirt bikes, got a brand new dirt bike. He rides it every once in a while. I don't push him. He's not in love with motorcycles like I am, obviously, but he loves to go to the races.
Mhm.
He gets real excited when he sees all kids his age and a little bit older on bikes and going fast and all this. And then he's like, yeah, I want to ride. I want to ride. I want to ride. And we come home and we ride for a little bit. And then he goes right back to, Xbox, PlayStation. And now he's got a boo thing. So I don't know how much that's going to change, but we'll see.
Ooh.
Funny. Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh
It's funny.
yeah.
Today's Saturday. So Thursday, he come home and he's like, Dad, I got a dance on Friday. It's 3 p.m. I asked this girl to go to the dance with me, and she said yes. I was like, bro, congratulations. That's awesome, right? That's a big step, man. Rossi's the apple don't fall fall far from the tree. So
Hmm.
he talks to everybody, dude. He's never met a stranger like me, so he's comfortable talking to people he's never met before, or asking questions and stuff like that, which I love. So I was super proud of him for sure. So he's been on the phone with this girl all day already. So
Oh man.
love it. I love it, dude. You just wait, Alex. Listen, you and your wife, you guys and grandma and all them. It's well, your mom knows. You know, you're a product of her. So you was that
Uh,
age small to her. It was just 3 months ago. Right now,
yeah.
here you are. You know, same thing. But
Yeah.
that's life, and that's to me, it's one of the most beautiful things about life, or the most beautiful thing for sure
Right.
is having a kid. Man, there's absolutely nothing like it.
I love it.
It changes you in ways that you never could imagined.
Hmm.
Um, you see the world in a different way, um, and your views and opinions change on certain things too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like I told my son, when we butt heads sometimes, because there's gonna be a time when you heard just absolutely just gonna be butting heads, right? But at the end of the day, I tell him, I said, look, Rossi, anything we buy in life, it comes with instructions. You didn't come with no instructions. So this
Hmm.
is all new to me. So we're growing together. We're learning
Right.
together through this journey of
Right.
life, right? So there's going to be times where absolutely we're going to butt heads, but that's part of the journey that we take, and it's beautiful. So enhance it, embrace it, and enjoy it, right?
Oh yeah.
We're in this together, and we'll get through it together. So
Absolutely.
I try to keep that same mindset throughout the whole thing. I do pretty good, but there's times where she's gonna test you, Alex. I'm just saying. And it's gonna be
She's
dumb
already.
stuff like, bro, like Rossi. I walk in his bedroom, there's like 8 water cups in there. I'm like, bro, dude, take these water cups, put them in the dishwasher, and all this. Or like if there's
Hmm.
when his friends come over and they make a mess, this is what he says. He's like, well, they're my friends. I ain't clean up their mess. I was like, so it's my job to go around here and clean up you and your friend's mess? I don't think
Right.
so, bro. Like this is your
Right.
castle too, right? You got to help take care of it. So it's just life lessons, right? But I enjoy it, and we play and we have fun, and yeah, man, it's good stuff, man. One thing too, I did want to say, about meditation. You said that you started practicing meditation. I think it's
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. I do the same thing when I work out.
Hmm.
When I do my push ups, well, I ain't done push up, and it's just going on a year because of
Hmm.
my wrist. But
Yeah.
I still do work out. I jog a little bit. I like to do planks, but it's hard. I got to use my elbows when I do my
Right.
planks. I can't put my forearm down because of my left wrist. But I get in. I play. Hang on, I forget what it is. Do you listen to any type of music when you meditate?
No. I just started. I tried it at CMP right before I got in fact. I tend to get really, really nervous and anxious before I go out for anything, whether that was a football game in high school or motocross when I was a kid, and now road racing. It's like the faster I get, the more nervous and anxious I get before the race, almost to the point of like wanting to throw up. But I don't know what clicked. Like I got suited up, helmet on, gloves on, ready to go, ready to get take the warmers off, and just sat there, folded my hands, sat down, closed my eyes, breathing in through the nose, hold it, and then just let it out. And I basically ran through an entire race in my head. Like I was watching my lines, I was watching, the gauges, listening to shifting patterns, everything else like that. And I think I only did that for like 10 or 15 breaths, opened my eyes, and I was just the most calm and relaxed I've been in a very, very long time. And by the time it was third call, getting ripped the warmers off, got out on the track for the warm up lap and grid up, I felt great. So I'm like, this is definitely going to become a new routine.
It's surprising when you're quiet and you keep your eyes shut and
Yeah.
breathing. You guys hear me
Hmm.
talk about breathing and ice baths all the time, right? Um that's my morning routine, man. I like to get up. I like to stretch. Stretching is very important too. When I mean
Hmm.
stretch, I don't mean for
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
seconds and then stop. I mean hold that for at least 3 minutes, right?
Hmm.
And further and further and further it promotes blood flow and blah 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 blah. But
Recovery.
man, the whole breathing thing, man, that's life. breathe. If we didn't breathe,
Hmm.
we're dead, right? But
Yeah.
when you utilize breathing, it's just like when you're riding a bike fast, right? There's times where you feel like I'm holding my breath, I'm cramping up because you're holding your freaking
Yeah.
breath. You got to breathe. The more you breathe, the more
Right.
relaxed you are, the more loose, the more, all that good stuff. So, and even in everyday life, it's when you do 30 deep breaths, I mean, as deep as you could breathe, but let out half of what you take in and do that 30 times, you get this head rush, this euphoria high. It's
Hmm.
it's because you feel your whole body up full of pure oxygen. Um, keep your eyes closed, man. It keeps you focused in between the chapters, right? And when anxiety
100%.
kicks in and all that, it just it mellows you out. I said
Hmm.
metal, it mellows you out. So yeah, man, I'm a huge advocate of breathing. So congratulations, my friend. You should
Thank
do it
you.
every day. Every day you should do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably should.
I mean, even if you did it for 5 minutes, 5 minute
Hmm.
meditate, right? But
Yeah.
the more you get into it, the longer you're gonna want to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna love the state that it puts you in. You're gonna love when your mind is free and clear, right? It
Hmm.
it very rarely happens to me unless I'm riding. It's
Yeah.
like my headspace is totally quiet. I'm like, this is not normal for me. What's going on,
Hmm.
right? Same thing with meditating, right? Everything shuts off. That's the whole point. You want to turn everything out,
Yeah.
blank mind, focus on whatever it is you need to focus on, whether it's a job, racing, whatever, and then get to it.
Yeah. I was really surprised on how well, not knowing anything about it. I'm just like, you know what? I just did it, and I was like, wow, this is the greatest thing I could probably do before a major event, or a heavy day, or even after a heavy day. After this week, I'll get home and sit on the back porch and do it for 5, 10 minutes, and it's just like a nice little unpacking, like deload.
Recovery, yeah,
Yeah.
man. Doing an ice bath.
Yeah. I haven't done an ice bath in years, but I think one of my favorite bodybuilders, Chris Bumstead, um, he got one of those big, like, deep freezers,
Mhm.
and filled it three-quarters up with water, and then we just would keep it plugged in so that water's like almost iced over, nice and cold. I think I would like to try that. I think that'd be pretty great, and just hop in and out for 5 minutes a day, even.
Oh, dude, it's a game changer. It
Hmm.
really is. I tell one of my best friends, like, I don't see how you do it, dude. I couldn't. I don't like to be cold. I'm like, but it's self discipline. It's
Yeah.
controlling your breath.
Yeah.
Once you get your breath under control, you're really not cold anymore, and the effects it has
Hmm.
on your body and your mind is absolutely amazing because you're not thinking about anything. You're thinking about not being cold, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
breathing. But yeah, it's wonderful effects. Actually, I'm due for ice bath. I don't have one here at the house. I want to buy one, but I have a creek right
Hmm.
down the street, like 7 houses down, where one of my best friend lives at. So I just walk right through his yard and jump in the creek because it's
Yeah, that's
pretty
nice.
cold. Yeah, it's
That's
because it's
nice.
constant flowing. I take a little temperature thing. Last time I did it was like 43 degrees.
That's still pretty
It's
chilly.
chilly. The first ice bath I ever did was 23 degrees water temperature.
Hmm.
It was pretty cold.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it was pretty cold for sure.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But it's one of those things that the more you do it, I don't want to say the easier it gets. Um, you
Well, like you
constantly
said, it's
do
the
it.
more disciplined your mind is.
It is right,
So yeah.
and you'll notice that once you start doing it, it's like your body will crave it. Like you might go a week
Yeah.
or a couple days, and your body's like you're like all of a sudden you'll be like, dude, I just need to jump in an ice bath.
Hmm.
So yeah, man, I want to buy me one. I was thinking about, you see them pop up on Facebook, the little portable ones you fill up and all that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to take to races, but as far as home, I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply down the street because I've been doing some research because some of those dudes like 4 and 5 grand. I'm not spending 5 grand on a freaking tub to fill up with water to jump in,
Yeah.
right?
Just get a water trough, dude.
Dude, so they have Rubbermaid
Hmm.
175-gallon big rubber troughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the drain valve already in, it's like 175 bucks,
Yeah.
150
That's what we used
gallons
to
or
have on the farm.
175. Yeah, so there it is.
Nice.
There it
They're nice.
is. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, Alex. So, what's the deal with the rest of the weekend, brother, man? What you got going on?
Uh, I think I think once we're done, the wife and I are gonna go window blind shopping.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. A lot of fun. No, we're due for some blinds though. You know, being a new construction, it's bare bones. Well, I mean, it's completely finished and all other type of stuff, but we just don't have blinds or a back fence. So we gotta go get some blinds. Um, and then I think I'm gonna hop on some emails and do like a not necessarily like a progress report, but like a status update of the results at CMP and send it out to some of the sponsors just to kind of keep them up to date and know that I'm not, you know, they're always in the forefront of my mind. Like you're allowing me to do this. I'm extremely grateful. Like if there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. I'm not a big social media whiz by any means, so I got to step it up on that. But I just got a bunch of the pictures and videos, um, and like I was talking to you earlier this week, trying to do those like appreciation posts or stuff like that, standing in front of the mic and the camera. I didn't realize, you know, I take for granted all the social media influencers, the bike influencers or whatever. They seem so flawless and they do it so well, and it's like, oh, you know, I can do this. No big deal. I wrote down some questions on my whiteboard. And like, boom, I'm just gonna answer this out. I know this like the back of my hand. Camera comes on. I'm like,
Uh,
all right, never mind. This we're gonna have to step back and rethink this. It was sounding like a Billy Mays commercial out here. You know, it's okay, I guess, but yeah, yeah, we're gonna have to rethink that strategy. But
I
yeah,
told you I
it's
hope you, man. We'll get together and I hope you get through it. It's being comfortable in front of a camera, so to speak. I mean,
yeah,
you're doing it now, right? So what's the
hmm
difference, really? You know, but I guess you're talking to somebody instead of just talking to yourself in front of the camera saying, "Yeah,
yeah.
this and this and
That's the
this."
part that I really struggled with, and I thought it was really like I felt awkward. You know, like like Ricky Bobby. I just don't know what to do with my hands, right?
Don't
So
know
it
what to
was
do with my hands.
standing there getting antsy. You know,
Striking poses. You're like, "I don't
yeah.
look, babe, but is
Start
this
doing the
okay?"
Macarena.
Oh my god. You should just try to meditate next take, man, and visualize
Mhm.
what I say and how you want it to go and just kill it, man.
Yeah,
You know, influence, social media is a huge part of the game right now.
yeah, yeah, it is.
Doing live posts and all that, the more you do, it's just like anything, the more comfortable you'll get.
Hmm.
But yeah, we'll sit down and practice, man, for sure.
And it's not even for like just personal sponsors or sponsors for RTR or anything else like that. It's also just exposure for the sport. You get more
Facts.
people involved and just even interested to watch it. Like we need the fan base to cut the cost down a little bit and make it more accessible for everybody. You know, road racing in America is not cheap. You know, it's not like it is over in Europe, but then again, over in Europe, it's like football for us, like American football for us. You
Or
know, they have,
NASCAR. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, NASCAR. So like we have American football, they have soccer. We have NASCAR, they have F1 and
Motorcycles.
MotoGP, and like those are their two big sports, and it gets everybody so much more involved, and there's I'm not gonna say money to be made, but it helps out with the organizations with the tracks and keep costs down.
Well, their whole infrastructure is completely different than ours here in America too. So that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
they got cart tracks that within a couple miles, a
yeah.
bunch of them that's $10 for the weekend. You just show up and ride and train, and it's not like it is here, right?
Well, shoot, I was listening to Peter Hickman. He was on Pipe
That's
Dreams.
my dude right there, boy.
Yeah, right. He's like the farthest track we have to go to is like 5 hours.
Yeah,
I'm like,
in
that's
the
the
UK.
farthest track you got to.
Yeah,
That's our closest track. Like we have
yeah.
NC Bike in Garysburg at like 2.5, VIR's 4.5, and then CMP is sitting at 5. Like those are
Mhm.
the three closest tracks we can get to, and that's the farthest one you gotta drive. Like that's absolutely insane.
That's also one of the benefits of being in the UK and being in the racing scene. Again, all the
Yeah.
tracks are super close. Not just the
Hmm.
major tracks. They got a lot of tracks too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Kart tracks and all that. So that helps tremendously keep costs
Mm-hmm.
down as far as
Yeah.
flights and gas and food and hotels and all that good stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Jason Ringler says, I'll grab 6 bags of ice from the store and just fill up my tub. I mean, that works too, but
Yeah.
I like to get completely submerged up to my neck in the water, shoulders, and all deep. I can't do that in my
Being
tub, right?
6'2", 6'3", it's like the water's up to the bottom of my boobies here, and like my
Yeah,
knees
you
are
know what I'm
sticking
laying
out, and you're
out.
like,
Right.
okay.
I mean, it works though, for real. It
It
does.
definitely does work. It still feels good. I mean, you're getting all your important
Parts
organs and
in.
stuff.
Yeah.
Still takes your breath away.
Oh, of course it does. It's cold.
Mm,
Yeah, I love it, dude. I love that feeling.
yeah,
And then Eddie K, what is up, my man? He says, "Practice makes perfect. Everyone started somewhere. Don't stop." That's a
absolutely,
fact, my friend.
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, jumping in, doing this podcast. When I took it over myself, I was, dude. You talking about nervous and anxiety through the roof, bro? I was like, dude, I can't do this by myself. I can't talk to an audience by myself.
Hmm.
But this little switch just kind of clicked on, and here I
Yeah.
am. So trust me, I go back and listen to my first couple podcasts. I was like, ugh, oh, it's hideous, right? But again, practice makes perfect, and the more you do it,
Hmm.
the more comfortable you'll get doing it. So it's also good too because the more you progress within racing, the more interviews you're going to be given too as well. So
Right.
now I'm at the point you just give me a microphone, I can stand in front of 10 million people I don't know and be like, "What is up, everyone? Woo!"
Hmm.
But you got this, brother, man. You got
Yeah.
this.
I don't think I necessarily have a problem talking to people. Um, Dad was pretty good at teaching me how to do that. It's talking to no people. That's the part that
True.
I found I struggled with. So, I mean, I'll get better at it. I'm just gonna have to, delete 30 minutes of footage and then do it again. Delete 30 minutes of footage and do it again. But I mean, it's part of the game, you know. If you want to get some exposure and get everybody introduced and involved, that's what you got to do, man.
100%, man. 100%. Well, listen, man, this has been a lot of fun, bro. We're coming up on an hour into this. I actually got another podcast scheduled at 4 o'clock today with Jay Power. Can't wait to sit down with him. So
Hmm.
let's your next race is going to be at Azure in June. Or are you getting on the track before then?
Um, no, if everything works out as planned, I'm hoping to go to Pitt for the first time. I think that's the 10th and 11th of May. I'm
So it's
hoping.
coming up pretty quick.
Yeah, I would have loved to be at NJMP this weekend, but with moving and getting the new job started up and everything else like that, it just wasn't feasible to get to NJMP. But if we can get to Pitt in what, 3 weeks, that'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome. May, yeah, and then June is VIR, July is Mid Ohio, August is Road Atlanta, and then Daytona in October.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
Eddie K says, come to Pitt. Absolutely, you should go to
hell
Pitt.
yeah, brother.
Yeah, I will definitely see you at VIR in June, the 14th and the 15th. I'll come down there and hang out. I'm going to Road Atlanta next weekend, and then
Hmm.
for Moto America, I'm gonna try to do Mid Ohio, but I'm definitely doing Atlanta, VIR in Jersey, and possibly Mid Ohio. As far as Azure goes, I'm definitely doing the VIR event. I had a
Hmm.
couple of the buddies hit me up about it, and I'm going down to uh, brain fart cycle jam at Road Atlanta at the end of May.
That's Wio, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll be down there going out and hang out with all my friends down there too as well. So I,
I
I was
think.
going to take Rossi with me next
Uh-huh.
weekend, but he's got SOL test coming up that Monday that we're supposed to come back. So I didn't want to keep him out of school. So I'm taking him to
Yeah.
Road Atlanta at the end of the month for the
Okay.
cycle jam race.
I think a couple of our rounds, they're not all Azure. I think I have a couple of Weirs in there as well, but just kind of expand, ride with some other people and see what they're all about as well.
No, for sure, man. Listen, and seat time is the most important time. So the more seat time you
Yeah,
get,
100%.
the better off you're going to be. So
Like I said,
yeah,
it's a
man.
year of learning.
Uh, Facts, dude. And we always are learning. We'll never stop learning, right?
Hmm.
And that's the beauty of it too. You can always improve. It's always that self improvement, making that next step, going a little bit
Yeah,
faster. And I pertain that to everything in life, right?
yeah.
So,
Always room
well,
for improvement and getting better.
always room. Renee, I can't wait to meet you too. Just prepare yourself for the big old bear hug coming your way. I cannot wait. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, listen, Alex, dude, this has been a lot of fun. Um, I cannot wait to sit back down with you
Hmm.
and run this again. I want to follow obviously the whole season throughout your progression
Hmm.
of this season. So just stay on with me for a few minutes. We'll go ahead and schedule our next podcast.
Yeah.
As always, I'm gonna let you end the podcast, but I got to give my shout outs real quick. First thing I want to say is I always say thank you so much to everybody that watches these podcasts. It's nothing but love to all you guys and girls because without Alex and all you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So because of you, you guys are proper Megan. I love every one of you guys. And if you haven't had the chance, go hit that ding, 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 that bell, right? That like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Big shout out to Next Level Financial. Take control of your financial future. Get your complimentary financial analysis today by Seth Stallings. He's a good friend of mine. He also owns a Next Level Suspension. um financial is one of those things a lot of people don't want to talk about, but I'd rather talk about it to a friend that's been in it for a
Yeah.
long time than somebody I don't know, right? So highly recommended. You guys go hit them up. Big shout out to bisontrack.com. Again, it's 2025. People take that off the rack suit and get rid of it. Join the herd. Big shout out to Jeff Eats. Chef Eats. Oh, I love it. Big shout out to my boys down there at TST Industries in Florida. You guys are absolutely amazing. The Clothing Kings.co.uk, where you guys can go order all your Pin the Gas podcast merch. And I will have merch available to sell too here in the United States. So you guys stay tuned. That's coming up here pretty quick. Big shout out to Superbike Supply. Hashtag do it for dad. SFL Mini GP, R&D Racing, Vet2 Track, Flying Eyes Optics, 64-degree racing. Listen, I say this to everybody. Don't go to a track day event with one undersuit. Bring more undersuits than you do underwear because you can always wear undersuit home, right? So
Hmm.
trust me, everybody in the paddock will thank you for changing. If it's hot and you sweat out and you're out in two sessions, change your undersuit, bro. Trust
Yeah. Yeah.
me, you don't want to walk around the paddock and people are like,
Hmm.
we've been there, so we know. But big shout out to 64-degree racing. Tate's actually sending me a new custom two-piece undersuit. I can't wait to get it.
Nice.
I tell everybody, there's people like one piece. There's certain people that like two piece. I'm a double edged guy. I go both ways, right?
Hmm.
My one piece bison is my favorite one piece undersuit. The thing that stands out about it to me more than any other one piece suit, it's got the man zipper, so I ain't got to take everything off to go to the bathroom, right? Which is absolutely
Yep.
amazing. As far as two-piece undersuits go, it's 64-degree racing, hands down. It's my favorite undersuit. So big shout out to them. If anybody needs an undersuit, you can go to 64degrees.com. And big shout out to my girl Leaky at Venom Sports. She also makes custom undersuits too. I got one of those two coming too. I can't wait to try
Nice.
that thing out. I think what I want to do, man, is all this stuff that I'm getting from my friends. I kind of want to do like a little product review on all of them. I think that'd be
That'd be
some,
pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah, it'd be pretty cool. So you guys stay tuned. I know I talked about it before. I just need to sit down and make it happen. That's all. I got a bunch of it
Right.
to
Right.
do. So big shout out to Ghetto Customs. If you're in Pennsylvania, Carnes Performance, KYT Helmet America, K-Tech Suspension. Big shout out to Birch, Kendall, and Dakari. Of course, RTR, Ready to Race. If you're in North Carolina, look no further than them. If you are in Virginia, look no further than Coleman Power Sports. If anybody's ever been interested in doing a track day at a MotoGP track, look no further than McLeo Escapes Track and Tour. Big shout out to Road Racing World. I need everybody to go to roadracingworld.com and sign up and donate to the Air Fence Fund. It's imperative that we have those. If we did not have the air fences, we would not be going racing. Even if it's $5, $10, $50, whatever it is, it's greatly appreciated, and we thank you. Big shout out to STG, Brian Van and Max Van.
Hmm.
And I said this earlier, dripping wet graphics, REB graphics, and GRG graphics. You're not going to go wrong from ordering from any one of these fellows. Are absolutely amazing at what they do. Big shout out to BTR. Everybody knows I'm a huge fan of Build Train Race program here in Moto America. So big shout out to them. I cannot wait to hang out with all the girls and Scott at VIR. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so looking forward to that. I just had Kara Knibble on too. So if you guys missed that episode, go back and take a listen to her absolutely amazing journey. And stay tuned because I got Lucy Blondell coming up Sunday. So we'll hear
Nice.
about all her adventures too as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
Big shout out to Racer 411 program at tippingracing.com. My buddy Antley Terry, California Superbike School, UK, Moto Mutt International, Cole King at King Performance, all my friends at Turn 12 and Obsession Engineering, man. He's a good buddy of mine that has his own YouTube channel. You guys go check it out. He's an absolute legend. He also races the Alaman TT.
That's
Well, yeah,
awesome.
man. Thanks again. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. You don't know how much of an honor it is and how much it means to me on a daily basis, getting all these fucking proper mega messages from everybody. So again, it's nothing
Mhm.
but love to every single one of you. But Alex, man, go ahead and give all your shout outs to everybody where they can follow you on social medias, even though you're not big on social media right now, but you need to be,
I'm
brother.
trying. I'm trying. But yeah, Chris, like I said, like we said, RTR, 100% all the way. Um, just a great family, great support with advice and just helping with the bike. Bison Suit, we've covered them plenty of times. Woodcraft Technologies, getting all the protection parts and being a bigger dude with the XL handlebars on my clip-ons makes it so much easier to actually tip into corners and have more control. Because man, I tell you, if you look at a front-facing picture of me in the bubble, I look like I'm just a huge parachute. But able to get into the corner and have control, so much better, along with the rear sets and everything else. Woodcraft and Armor Bodies too, they do a great job. Speaking of body work, REB Graphics, absolutely fantastic. Some beautiful work. Dude is an artist, man. Let me tell you.
Reese is.
Yeah. Blood lubricants for making sure, the engine's running good and staying nice and cool and running the way it should be. Johansen Farms up in Rodney, Michigan. They've been a huge support this year so far with making sure I can get into the races and get some classes paid for. KYT American helmets, Dunlop racing tires, KYT suspension. Um, our newest member, I guess you could say member, Crystal Coast Marine Contracting and Task Contracting, Parts Unlimited, Insta 360. I absolutely love those cameras. They're fantastic, getting all the different angles and views and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I didn't get to run it during CMP, but there'll be plenty more footage to come, so don't worry about that. But yeah, huge shout out to everybody. I appreciate all your support. No matter what it is, even if it's just moral support, guys, I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. And everything helps. So if you guys got to make the next event and next round where he's at, make sure you stop by, say hi, get a photo, get a
Yep.
picture, get all that good stuff. It's
Yeah, that'd be awesome. May 10th and 11th at Pit Race. Oh yeah, and then social media, Johansen Racing 26, YouTube, Instagram. Those are my two big ones. So
I love it. I love it. Jason says I'm watching from Facebook, but what is your main frame where I can subscribe to you on, brother? Jason, thank you so much. You can go to, man, where do I start? You can go to YouTube, you can go to Spotify, you can go to Podbean, you can go to iHeart, you can go to there's all of them, pretty much everywhere but Apple. I'm not on Apple yet. I keep saying I need a new laptop. I'm just a cheap bastard. My laptop works right now, so yeah, I just don't want to spend the $2,000 to get a new one right this second.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yes, Jason, thank you so much for all the love and support. It always means a lot to me, Jason. You've been, watching me pretty much from the get go. So this is for you, my mega friend. You are absolutely amazing, and I appreciate you too. But yeah, listen, this has been a lot of fun, Alex. I appreciate the time sitting down with me today. I hope you
Yes,
enjoy
sir.
the rest of your weekend, my man. Give your daughter and your mom and everybody hugs for me. And yeah, I can't wait to sit back down and do it again. And I can't wait to hang out at VIR in the middle of June. Is Ryan going to be there that weekend too?
I'm not sure. I don't know what his schedule is looking like. I know he's trying to heal up right now. He had some stuff going last weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Um, but I hope he's doing good. I'm not sure what the racing schedule is going to look like or what rounds he's going to be able to hit. I know he's busy with Logan. He went up to Twins Cup this year.
Yep.
He did great down at Barber.
Oh, dude, yeah. Real quick,
So
Logan, dude. Big shout out to Logan Cunnison and his dad. They're absolutely amazing. I enjoy every moment that I get to spend with them. Me and Logan's been on a Snapchat kick, bro. Like we've been Snapchatting on a daily basis.
yeah.
But when Logan Snapchats you, bro, it's like nothing. It's like a pure darkness or a picture of the floor, or he'll do like a little half goofy face. And so,
I
but
think that's how it goes nowadays,
it is. So I do the
Uh,
same thing. I give him right the love right back. I'm like, all right, check this out. Boom. It's fun, man. I enjoy it.
yeah.
But yeah, Logan, listen, Logan has come a long way. He is an absolute legend. He is fast. He's absolutely going to make it. So I enjoy watching
Fast
him, and his
dude.
attitude,
Fast
man,
dude.
is just absolutely amazing. He's always like calm, cool, and collective.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just a laid back kid. Don't really, well, he does talk a lot once you get to know
Once
him,
you get to know him,
but
yeah.
once you first get to know him, he's just like, you know what
I
I'm
was the
saying? He's like,
same way,
"What's up,
dude.
dude?" He's like, and just
Hey,
kind of smiles at you. Now it's like,
yeah.
so. All right, man. This has been a lot of fun. Alex, just stay on with me for a minute. Listen, everybody, I have another podcast at 4 p.m. today, Eastern time, with my buddy Jay Power. You guys stay tuned. He actually has his own podcast too called oh man, brain fart. Biz crossover. It's on Apple and I think Spotify and all that good stuff
Hmm.
too. He does the whole business side of things. It's actually a really good podcast. So he's actually helps Trevor Watson out in the super stock class in Moto America, stock 1000. I mean, super stock 1000, whatever, same shit. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in an hour and 18 minutes. So let's go. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Anything you want to say, Alex?
I think I've said my piece, Chris. I got
All
one last thing. I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for the support of my wife as well, Kylie. Like she's the one that allows me to do all this stuff. She's the one pushing me. You should be getting to the track. You should be, get the new tires, go get some practicing, go get some seat time. Like let's go, let's go, let's go. So she's the
let's
one
go.
trying to keep my mind clear, um, and keep pushing. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do a bunch of this.
There's a lot to be said with that too, because without the love and support I have from my beautiful queen, I wouldn't be able to do this as much as I
Mhm.
do. So
Yeah.
I feel you on that, man. She keeps me on my P's and Q's. That's for damn sure. Because if I didn't have her, I'd probably be in jail somewhere. Just saying.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
being honest. I mean,
I feel that.
oh my God. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys here in a little bit over an hour. And Alex, I will see you in at June at VIR. And just
Yes,
stay on with me
sir.
for here for a second. Until
Sounds
then,
good, brother.
see you guys.
Peace.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.